Hey everybody, today is day 5, 6. I don't even know anymore. I'll have to put it in the title. But I am going home tomorrow and I'm so excited. However, today was such a great day because I got my staples out. That is so invigorating. You have no idea. Like, seriously, you have no idea. um, just always having them covered and taking a shower and oh my gosh, I mean, I will tell you that I've lost 10 pounds in 6 days. That started with the pre-op diet. I hate to even say it out loud, but 223.2 before I went on to liquid diet. And then I gained 2 pounds after surgery, so don't be freaked out if that happens. They stuff you with all of this water, the saline and all that in your IV. And then today I was 215.2. So I'm really excited. I'm excited. I am going to be prepared for the 3 week stall. Although I'm sure it's going to be hard for me because I just want it to melt off, but I'm going to be prepared for that. Um, if you're coming to the Tijuana Bariatric Center, Francisco is honestly the best. He's the one that takes you on the tours, and he's just such a great guy. He's fun. Have fun with him because he's a fun guy. If you're serious, then he kind of is put into a little box and doesn't want to offend people. But, you know, quite frankly, us Americans can get pretty offended at some pretty crazy stuff that shouldn't be offended. So just be aware. Francisco's awesome. Like, legit, I want to come back just to give him cookies like he likes from America. Um, also, um, Italia did a great job. She came and took my staples out. She's just, I mean, they're just so busy. They just do their job. I know there's some people that have had some difficult times. I've talked to a couple different people. For you to be aware, there's a friend that I just met that had the gastric sleeve. It was a revision because she's had severe acid reflux. And so she had the revision to a gastric bypass to hopefully help with that. But she gained like 35 pounds in just liquid because she's been in this IV and stuff. So that was a shock to her. And then somebody else had some major issues with, just their chest, and they were even walking. But I think everybody's just different. So just be prepared. Ask questions, and not necessarily ask questions to the people that are in the hospital. There definitely is a language barrier with the different, nurses. There are some that know English pretty well, and others that really just don't. Google Translate is not good at all, like literally not good. So just be prepared for that. Ask questions in the Tijuana Bariatric Center or gastric sleeve support group or something. Like, let people know. It's important that you get answers, especially before you leave. One of the reasons why I came to the Tijuana Bariatric Center was because I did my research on 6 different places. I'll just be honest, I was going to go to the OCC, Dr. Ortiz. He's $6,500, but you fly in, you have lab work and surgery that day, which I did that anyway, not really planned. And then you stay in the hotel or stay in the hospital that night, and then hotel home. Well, I want to make sure that I'm all good and closed up, and I have had a little bit of seepage from my port where they had the drain in. So I wanted to make sure that that was cleared up before I left, which is fine. And, just ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, because you have to understand these people do this every day, like legit every day, even on the weekends, that sometimes they don't realize if they've told you what they tell every other patient or not, because it's just over and over and over in their head. So it's worth it if you're struggling with weight. If you want to get gastric bypass or the gastric sleeve, honestly, don't be afraid to come down here. That's basically 100% what it's all about. And yes, it's cheaper. Not that your health isn't worth it, but I've heard of people in the States just having the gastric sleeve and going home the next day. And then you go and pay for an emergency room visit if something happens. That's not how it is here. So I'm always available if you have any questions. I have heard different stories from different people. Ask questions on the website. Do whatever you can to get the answers that you need to make you feel comfortable, because everybody's different and everything, everybody recovers different from anesthesia and all that stuff. So anyway, I'm not sure if I will do this tomorrow night just because I'm going to be home. Tomorrow is my first day with protein shake, and I'll tell you what, I'm so excited. This chicken broth is amazing here, and the popsicles are amazing, but I've never liked popsicles in my life, although these are really good. And I've had, 12 bowls of chicken broth and probably 2, 4, 6, 8 popsicles, 9, 10 popsicles, which is more than I've probably eaten in my whole life. I am so excited to have my Premier Caramel Protein Shake. Oh! It's definitely one of those things that you just want to have a different kind of texture in your mouth. I would definitely not eat food, but I am to the point of where I would definitely chew something up and spit it out, some fruit or something, just to chew on something. Still something, that isn't going to hurt me, but something. I'm terrified of splitting stitches and bleeding out or some weird stuff. Like, I have heard of stories of people, like we were just told a story today where one of the drivers had taken someone to the airport, but they wanted to stop by the deli on the way to the airport so they could get a sandwich. Like, what are these people thinking? Okay, I get that you want a sandwich, but this is your life. So I don't understand that. It terrifies me. Anyway, again, if you have any questions, I really try not to make these too long, but I'm a talker in case you haven't noticed. So please feel free. You can follow me on Facebook as well. Homepro23.com is probably the easiest way you can find me. Message me through there, and then I can hook you up with my personal account because it's just hard sometimes to find me. Anyway, if you're watching this, great. If not, great. These are more for me than really anybody else, but I hope if you are watching them that it's helping. Have a good night.